One of the hardest parts of getting my focus back on God when I've distanced myself is opening my Bible, right? When I've distanced myself from God or been away for a little bit longer than I'd like, the Bible becomes so paralyzing because it's like, where do I pick up and start? Do I pick up where I left off? I probably forgot everything that I read already. So, I feel like I'm at square zero again. And it becomes this paralyzing thought that, as much as I hate to say, it makes me not want to pick up my Bible and read it. And something that has really, really helped me with this is, of course, the Haven Bible app. I talk about it a lot. The daily devotional feature is super, super life-saving for me, especially when I'm in these seasons. And it gives me just, easily digestible and tailored towards me Bible verses that I can read and just slowly get back into my word. And I also bring this up because when we're feeling like this, right? When we feel like we've been away from our word for a while or away from God really, and the thought of the Bible becomes so pressing and hard to get into, hard to read, and maybe our mindset is switched on it because it becomes such a paralyzing thought. We need to understand that it's not like we need to pick up the Bible and immediately understand everything all over again and read it in a month now and have everything memorized. God doesn't expect that out of us either. It's just about picking it up and reading what we can, whether it's, a verse a day, whether it's 2 pages a day, whether it's the whole book in a week, right? God just wants us to pick up our word and be in the word, because when we're not living in the word, right? When we're not reading our word, when we're not, actively learning, we tend to start living in our feelings and living in our head and, kind of living for ourselves and not so much for our faith. And or when we run into a temptation or a problem or whatever it is, we don't, have that backbone and or that answer from the word of how to go about the situation, how to solve the situation, how to bring it to God. You know what I mean? So again, it's not about overwhelming yourself and learning it all in a day and, picking it up just like that and being super enthused by it, because even I can admit sometimes it's boring in there, but it's really, really important. So just understand, little by little is very, very much more important than none at all, right?